first, let me, Siddhant, come to your question on the sanctions. We have taken note of the sanctions and we are looking into it. On the other question about proposed oil sale, etc., look, I would say that I have no comments to offer in this particular matter. Rishabh, on Operation Sindhur, you saw that we had detailed discussion and debate in the Indian Parliament. I would refer you to the statements made by our leaders there, including External Affairs Minister. Also on Operation Mahadev, Operation Sindhur and Operation Mahadev, you've seen how our leaders have spoken about it and the kind of importance it has for India. उमा शंकर जी, आपका सवाल देखिए, जहाँ तक ऊर्जा ज़रूरतों की सोर्सिंग की बात होती है, उस पर हमारा जो ब्रॉड अप्रोच, मतलब जो हमारा अप्रोच और रवैया है, उससे आप भली भांति अवगत हैं कि जो बाज़ार में, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाज़ार में जो तेल मिलता है, किस भाव पे मिलता है, और उस समय या इस समय जो भी वैश्विक माहौल है, इसको लेके हम इस पर निर्णय करते हैं. जहाँ तक स्पेसिफिक आपका सवाल के बारे में बात है, मैं इससे कोई अवगत नहीं हूँ. आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ इट. I don't have details of the specifics. So, on our energy sourcing requirements, you are aware of our broad approach that we look at what is there available in the markets, what is there on offer, and also what is the prevailing global situation or circumstances. Now, on the specific question, I am not aware of the specifics that you mentioned. On Nimisha Priya Case, Sahil, last time when we had the press conference, I had made you aware of our position and I had informed you, and I would like to yet again reiterate that this is a sensitive matter and the Government of India has been extending all possible assistance in this case. As a result of our concerted efforts, you've seen that the sentencing was deferred. It has been postponed. We continue to closely follow the matter and render all possible assistance. We are also in touch with, as I had said last time, we are also in touch with some friendly governments on this particular issue. I would also like to underline this particular point. That this is a sensitive and complex case, and therefore I would urge all to be mindful that media reports based on speculation and misinformation are not helpful at all. Insofar as the reports claiming that there has been certain developments, etc., such reports are incorrect. Please wait for an update from us. This is a sensitive matter and we urge all sides to stay away from misinformation. निमिषा प्रिया केस के मामले में हम लोगों ने आपको पिछले प्रेसर में अवगत कराया था क्या स्थिति है. हम लोगों ने ये आपको बताया था कि ये एक संवेदनशील मामला है और इसमें भारत सरकार हमारे तरफ से जो भी मदद हो सकता है वो कर रही है, और हमारी मदद के कारण, हमारे एफर्ट्स के कारण जो उनका सेंटेंसिंग था वो स्थगित हो गया, जो 16 जुलाई को होना था. हम लोग इस मामले में नज़र रखे हुए हैं और जो भी हमसे मदद हो सकता है वो करने के लिए अग्रसर हैं, तैयार हैं और इस पे काम कर रहे हैं. जैसा कि मैंने आपको पहले बताया था कि कुछ जो फॉरेन गवर्नमेंट्स हैं, जो फ्रेंडली फॉरेन गवर्नमेंट्स हैं, उनके साथ भी हमारी इस मुद्दे पर बातचीत हो रही है. एक बार फिर मैं दोहराना चाहता हूं इस बात को कि ये एक बड़ा संवेदनशील और थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स सा मामला है और जिस प्रकार की मीडिया रिपोर्ट्स आती हैं जो मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन और स्पेकुलेशन पर आधारित होता है, वो इस मामले को डील करने में ज़रा भी उसमें बहुत सारी मुश्किलात पैदा करती हैं. इसलिए हमारा आप लोगों से और उन लोगों से, कई लोगों से ये आग्रह रहेगा कि इस मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन से थोड़ा दूर रहें. जहाँ तक कुछ क्लेम जो बताया गया था पिछले कुछ दिनों में, वो निराधार हैं और ये एक बार फिर मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि एक संवेदनशील मामला है और मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन से थोड़ा दूर रहें आप लोग। और मनीष।
सर मैं मनीष हूँ TV9 भारतवर्ष से। मेरा सवाल यह है कि राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप ने कहा है कि जो टैरिफ लागू होगा वो 7 तारीख से लागू होगा। इंडिया पे 25% का है जबकि पाकिस्तान पे 19% का है। तो हम किस तरीके से डील कर रहे हैं, क्या नेगोशिएशन का क्या स्टेटस है, इसके बारे में अगर आप कह सकें। और दूसरा कि व्हाइट हाउस की तरफ से आधिकारिक तौर पर ये डिमांड की गई है कि राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप को नोबेल प्राइज़ मिलना ही चाहिए क्योंकि उन्होंने 6 महीने में 6 सीज फायर करा दिया है। तो इंडिया इसको किस रूप में देख रहा है? थैंक यू।
मधु।
सर मधुरेंद्र, मैं न्यूज़ नेशन से। सर मेरा सवाल यह है कि एक तरफ तो हम अमेरिका को अपने स्ट्रेटजिक पार्टनर के तौर पर और एलाइज के तौर पर देख रहे हैं, दूसरी तरफ हम टैरिफ की माल भी झेल रहे हैं, और तीसरी तरफ हम पेनाल्टी जैसे शब्द का इस्तेमाल भी देख रहे हैं जो ट्रंप भारत के खिलाफ कर रहे हैं, चूँकि हम ब्रिक्स में पार्टनर हैं। तो आपको लगता है कि जिस तरह के संबंधों की स्थिति भारत अमेरिका की थी वो डामाडोल हो चुकी है और उस पर एक स्टैंड लेने की ज़रूरत है?
प्रणय।
Sir, Pranay Upadhyay from TV Today Network. My question pertains to President Donald Trump's announcement regarding the tariff. It is in contradiction to the WTO norms. Is India going to take this issue to WTO? And if you can clarify, there were reports suggesting that India has declined the US offer of F-35 aircraft sale. What is the position on the 5th generation fighter aircraft acquisition?
Sridhar.
So, regarding President Trump's tweets, what is your assessment of the impact on the Indian economy? Also factoring in the threat of sanctions on the energy and military hardware purchases from Russia, and will all this also impact cooperation within the Quad? For instance, President Trump is slated to make a visit to India later this year. We have already seen the Australian PM in Beijing. So, will this inevitably affect the functioning of the Quad? Thank you.
Siddharth.
Hi sir, I'm Siddhant from CNN News 18. Sir, Secretary Rubio spoke to American television network yesterday. In fact, he said that India is a friend and ally, but there is a point of irritation in a relationship because of India buying energy from Russia. Your comments on that? Thank you.
Okay, so several of the questions are similar. So let me first, Manish, आपका सवाल देखिए, टैरिफ का जहाँ तक मामला है इस पर सरकार की तरफ से एक स्टेटमेंट जारी किया गया है और मैं चाहूँगा कि आप उस स्टेटमेंट पे अपनी नज़र उस पे लाएं। जहाँ तक वाइट हाउस के वक्तव्य का सवाल है, मेरा आपसे मानना होगा कि आप इस सवाल को वाइट हाउस को ले जाएं तो ज़्यादा बेहतर रहेगा। मधु, आपका सवाल भारत अमेरिका साझेदारी के बारे में है कि कैसे आप इसको आगे जाते देखते हैं, सही है? देखिए, भारत और अमेरिका के बीच में एक कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव ग्लोबल स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप है। ये ग्लोबल स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप हमारे साझा इंटरेस्ट्स, हमारे लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों और हमारे जो मजबूत पीपल टू पीपल टाइज, लोगों के बीच में जो आत्मीयता है, इस पे आधारित है। ये साझेदारी कई एक बदलाव और चुनौतियों का सामना कर चुका है। अभी हमारा फोकस है कि जो सब्सटेंटिव एजेंडा हम दोनों देशों ने तय किया है और हम जिसके कमिटेड हैं, उस पर हम केंद्रित रहें और ये हमारा विश्वास है कि साझेदारी आगे बढ़ती रहेगी। I think many would like to have this in English, I guess. Yes. India and the United States share a comprehensive global strategic partnership anchored in shared interests, democratic values, and robust people-to-people ties. This partnership has weathered several transitions and challenges. We remain focused on the substantive agenda that the two countries have committed to and are confident that the relationship will continue to move forward. प्रणय, आपका पहला सवाल टैरिफ के मुद्दे को लेके है. उस पर मेरा आपसे अनुरोध रहेगा कि इस पर भारत सरकार की तरफ से एक स्टेटमेंट जारी की गई है जो कि पब्लिक डोमेन में है. इसके अलावे हमारे वाणिज्य मंत्री ने भी पार्लियामेंट पे स्टेटमेंट दिया है. तो मैं आपका और सभी लोग जो इसमें इस मुद्दे पर इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं, मैं उनका ध्यान उधर आकर्षित करना चाहूँगा. जहाँ तक रक्षा वाली बात जो आपने उठाई उसकी बात है, तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि देखिए, भारत और अमेरिका के बीच में जो रक्षा सुरक्षा की जो पार्टनरशिप और साझेदारी है, ये काफ़ी मजबूत है. और आने वाले दिनों में और कुछ ही हाल ही के दिनों में, हाल ही के सालों में ये मजबूती, इसमें और भी मजबूती आई है. और ये पोटेंशियल है कि ये पार्टनरशिप, ये साझेदारी आगे चले. इंडिया यूएस कॉम्पैक्ट साझेदारी समझ जो हम लोगों ने बनाई है 21वीं शताब्दी के लिए, उसके तहत और आगे बढ़ती रही. जहाँ तक स्पेसिफिक सवाल आपने उठाया F-35 के बारे में, उसको मैं आपको कहूँगा कि जो रेलिवेंट मंत्रालय है उनको अपना सवाल आप वहाँ ले जाएं तो अच्छा रहेगा. उस पर वो स्पष्टीकरण दे सकते हैं. Just to answer that question in English, we have strong ties with the United States. These ties have strengthened over the last several years and decades. There is potential for this partnership to grow further under the India-US Compact for the 21st century. As far as the specific question was concerned, I said that it would be good if he took that question to the relevant ministry to give more details, share more details on that particular issue. Sridhar, that should answer your question as well. I mean, that would answer, how we look at India-US partnership going forward in the light of recent developments. On the impact of the economy, again, the Commerce Minister has made a statement. A statement was also made from the government side on this particular issue, where various issues have been talked about. We have talked about, how that we are looking into the implications of this. So I would, refer you to these statements. The Quad, yes, I told you that India-US partnership, I talked about the broader contours of the India-US partnership, and that we remain committed and confident that the relationship will continue to move forward. Siddhant, again, I have answered your question on when I talked about India-US relationship. On the specific question of energy, you are well aware of our position. What is our approach towards sourcing our energy requirements? It is based on what is there on offer in the markets, as also on the prevailing global situation. Shruti?
Sir, thank you, sir. Shruti Ranjan from Bloomberg, sir. So if you could give us an understanding, the India-Russia relationship appears to have come under strain. Is there a change or a thinking to change the relationship with Russia? Where does that stand?
Vita.
Hi. I think a lot of questions about energy is arising, essentially because in 2019, when you had the first Trump administration, it was under the US pressure that India stopped buying oil from Iran and brought it down to zero in May of 2019. So thereby, at a time when there is so much of the strain in ties, and Mr. Trump has also equated BRICS, saying that this is an anti-US organization or a grouping. Is there a possibility that this could happen with Russian oil too? And just a question, on the day जिस दिन प्रधानमंत्री ने संसद के सदन में ये कहा कि किसी भी दुनिया के नेता ने, no world leader basically forced India to go into the ceasefire with Pakistan, कुछ ही घंटों के अंदर President Trump for the 30th time reasserted that he had and US had brokered the ceasefire. What I'm trying to understand is, has New Delhi at any stage over the past few months lodged an official protest either in Delhi or DC? Because if this were Canada or any other country, I think there would have been visible summoning and other forms of protest.
Ajay?
Sir, good evening. Ajay Banerjee from the Tribune this side. Sir, just to understand, by your statements which were given regarding Donald Trump's tweets and the expected tariffs and penalties, if my reading is not wrong, kindly correct me. It looks as if India is taking it easy and we are not really bothered about Trump's tweets and statements about tariffs and penalties because the penalties also hinge upon our oil supplies, and also Trump had mentioned Russian weapons, which we are hugely dependent on. So, am I reading it correctly that we are not overtly bothered?
Yeah. Megha, sorry.
Hi, sir. This is Megha from NewsX. My question again related to Russian oil sanctions, secondary sanctions and penalties that have been levied on a number of Indian companies. The External Affairs Minister has time and again in the past said that India's strategy for buying Russian oil has never been political. It has always been related to how global markets operate. But Trump's statements and the actions clearly show that the US is using it as a political tool. Are we looking at using sanctions and tariffs and penalties on United States when it goes on and deals in several capacities for trade with Pakistan, whether it's about establishing oil reserves or talking about cryptocurrency negotiations? How is India going to take this forward, especially because India has difficult ties with Pakistan, and you've time and again said that it is a terrorist nation that needs to, the issue that needs to be addressed.
Milan?
So just wanting to understand that the opposition in the country at the moment is saying that we thought that Pakistan and China were the biggest problems for India, but now opposition is saying that US has also emerged as a bigger trouble. They are calling India-US relations a diplomatic failure because nothing has come out of Namaste Trump or Howdy Modi. So how do you address the allegations of a diplomatic failure from the opposition side, sir?
Kalol?
Kalol from the Hindu, sir. Given the situation that the India-US relation is in right now, do you expect President Trump to participate in the Quad Summit later this year?
Okay. Sudhi, our ties with any country, or all the ties that we have with various countries, they stand on their own merit, and they should not be seen from the prism of a third country. As far as India-Russia relations are concerned, we have a steady and time-tested partnership. Smita, see, on energy sourcing, we've made it very clear what our approach is. I've said this so many times, and I've repeated it earlier as well, so I would refer you to that. On the question of ceasefire also, from this podium also, we made it clear. It has been, there have been several occasions in which Government of India has made its position very clear. We have, this is what I'm saying, we have conveyed our position publicly on this particular issue. Ajay, to answer your question, see, the sourcing of, I talked about broader contours of India-US relations. Sourcing of defense requirements that you talked about is determined solely by our national security imperatives and strategic assessment. Similarly, the sourcing of our energy needs, we are guided by what is available in the markets and by prevailing global circumstances. We have a strong defense and energy partnership with the United States, which has been strengthened in the last several years. And there is a potential for this partnership to grow further under the India-US Compact for the 21st century. Megha, again, on energy issues, we've made our position very clear. So I would refer you to what I have said on these matters. Milan, On India-US ties, I've just told you how we look at this relationship. As far as other things that you talked about, there has been a debate where External Affairs Minister had spoken at length, so I would refer you to his statement in the Parliament. Kalol, on your Quad Summit again, please, the two countries are committed, as I had said, and we are confident that this relationship will continue to move forward. Last two questions, okay? Ayanksha.
Thank you, sir. Nangsha Mitra. Sir, about a fortnight back, we have seen a maiden visit of MOS Pavitra Margarita to Eswatini, a country which is the only African country which stayed back from signing Changsasa Declaration of the China. At the same time, we have a good amount of Gujarati diaspora in the country. So if you could kindly share the details and outcome and also the interest from the country. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mohan.
सर मेरा एक लोकल क्वेश्चन है बट ग्लोबल इंपॉर्टेंस का है. अभी एक ऑपरेशन पूरे भारत में हुआ जिसमें पता चला कि छंगूर जो है वो पाकिस्तान की मदद से हमारे हिंदुओं को कन्वर्ट करके मुस्लिम बनाता था और प्रताड़ित करता था. उसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे एविडेंस मिले कि पाकिस्तान ने डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली फाइनेंशियली उनकी मदद की है और मदद करने के साथ साथ इसको और बढ़ाने की उनको अनुमति दी है.
ठीक है, ओके. सो on Eswatini, it's a beautiful country. We have strong ties with Eswatini. I remember a few years back, our President of India had visited Eswatini. Now we had our Minister of State visiting Eswatini. It's an important partner for us, an important global South partner. We want to strengthen. We are doing several things on the development cooperation front in Eswatini, and we want this partnership to grow further. We also have a small diaspora there. It's a beautiful country, and we want to see how we can strengthen our ties with this country. कृष्ण मोहन जी, देखिए, जहाँ तक सवाल आपका है वो देखिए, इस पे तो छानबीन चल रही है. जो छानबीन करने के बाद जो वक्तव्य आएगा, जो उस पर प्रेस व्यक्ति भी जारी की जाएगी, उस पर आपको और जवाब मिलेगा.